What is going on, everybody? We have a super exciting video for you today. If you're watching this video on the day that it's released, it is July 30th, 2024, which happens to be the birthday of yours truly, and I can't think of a more fitting video to release on my birthday than a video in an upcoming Star Wars game. I am super excited to be bringing you some exclusive gameplay of Star Wars Outlaws. Before we get started, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to Ubisoft for the opportunity to play this game early and to get my hands on the game, play it for myself. Honestly, I wasn't expecting any sort of early access to this game, so it was super exciting to be a part of it, and I'm excited to finally be able to release it to you guys so that you can see it for yourself. So with that being said, I am partnering with Ubisoft to bring you this content. So a huge thank you to them. So before we jump into the video, just to kind of explain what you're about to see, I did get a chance to play Star Wars Outlaws a little bit early. We were allowed to play for a few hours, but we were asked to edit our footage down to about 20 minutes of gameplay. So with that being said, it is going to be a little choppy. You're going to see some pretty crazy cuts to different parts of the gameplay. So I apologize that it's not super fluid, but I wanted to try and show as much as I could as possible within that 20-minute window. I went back and forth between going back and doing some voiceover for the gameplay itself. I decided it's probably best to just let you see it and experience it for yourself without my commentary. So the gameplay itself will just be the gameplay. There won't be any commentary in the background, so enjoy it for what it is. That way you can fully immerse yourself and get a good look at the gameplay. And then at the end of the video, if you are interested in my thoughts and my impressions, definitely stick around to the end, where I'll give you some of my overall thoughts on my experience with Star Wars Outlaws. So with all that being said, I hope you enjoy. This is Star Wars Outlaws, and as always, good hunting.
We made it. Lots of new friends today. Hey, we don't have to do this. There we go. Whoa! This thing has some kick. Oh, okay, we're alive. We fix the ship, get to the core worlds, and land a big score.
Towards the city. That's my territory. Turn back.
All right, Waka. What do you get out of this? I don't trust charity.
Charity? Do you know what this baby is? It's an EML 850, a custom job. Checked the logs and even found a name. The Trailblazer.
The Trailblazer? So?
So this ship is special. Ah, you don't get it.
Let me see some identification.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You're Torin Valerio Nupp?
That's me. Mm-hmm.
All right, move along.
I need a new helmet. Let's see some identification.
Hey, I need to talk to Gorak.
You don't look like a pilot, and you're not getting up there without an invitation.
go. All right, let's go see Gorak. That looks like an underboss.
This is Governor Thornton's city, not yours.
Drag him out! And tell the governor the payments will not increase. I don't know you.
What? You never make new friends?
I have enough friends.
Yeah, but you don't have to pay me to hang out with you.
She's funny.
Waka sent me. He said, you might have some work?
What a disappointment.
Hey, wait! What's your problem?
Smart enough to get into my suite? Careless enough to use Walker's name. You're new to this world. Come back when you're not.
Waste of time. Good boy.
We do not work with outsiders.
I'll pay half now and my mistake. Well, how much time will that get me?
Hey, you were right. They, won't let me in.
There's another way. A vent's around the corner nearby. But Kay, if they see you,
I know. It'd be bad. That looks nice, huh, Nix?
I've been told you arrived. There's a way in on the second floor terrace. It will take you where you need to go.
Okay. How long have you been watching me? Right. This looks like the way in. We'll be okay, Nix. Yeah. Let's blow that up.
Blast only waking up again. Sit there. We should go. Chota Aja.
You're coming our way! Got it! We're pinned, Nix!
Grenade out! Get her!
We did it. Who cares if they saw us?
You have signed your own death knot!
Finish her! Raiden be calling in some help!
I will not forgive this!
Look this way!
Not again!
Shield activated!
Finish her off!
Get go for the kill!
Oh no, this system has an alarm. Ah, the file's just a spotchka recipe. Did I get played? Fine, I'll make this worth my while. Ooh, encrypted file.
And you're sure this channel is secure, Mr. Shaw?
There's more of them?
Whoever triggered that alarm is inside. Seal the doors.
Everything's locked down. Hey, sneak over and get that. Good boy. The blaster, quietly.
After 5 years, this is what I get?
I could use it last time.
You're sure it'll fly, Waka?
She will. She probably will.
All right, let's go.
Kay, coordinates incoming.
Got him.
Take it easy on the controls, okay? Appreciate the ship.
Right, I got it. Alira, these coordinates aren't for the space station.
First, you'll need a way in. We disabled a shipment freighter en route to the station. They were hauling Sansana.
Sansana, like spice.
Not until it's processed. Pick it up and pose as the delivery. This is our lucky day. 2 ships to gut.
More of them? Oh, come on! We were stealing this first!
Negative. Our Darius G-class freighter ran into some trouble. Had to switch to this ship for your, cargo delivery. Of precious minerals. Precious, very legal minerals.
Follow the TIE escort into docking bay 3. Submit for inspection.
Inspection?
At least we're in, right?
That we needed such a thing. How do you expect us to approve of what's in these
They're
places?
over there!
Just what? Rubber stamp any new pikes brought to our doorstep. Don't really want to like this. You want this move, you will create a legend. Now.
Remember, the Pikes are not our guests. Feel no obligation to treat them as such.
I almost got stepped on by an AT-AT once. Just missed me. My commander wasn't so lucky.
If there's more cargo to move, get it moving! I don't want to enjoy your presence on this station any longer. That is absolutely
Welcome to the Trailblazer.
Yes.
Interesting.
You know, there's a reason this ship succeeds when others fail. You see this? That's reinforced Durasteel plating. And the deflector shields?
Good cover.
Now that's the shipment.
Here, it's easier to show you. Come inside. Check out the laser cannons. That's a Dimec LC-50. Heard of it?
Why can't I talk to Thornton personally?
The governor's a busy man. You know the price for a rushed certification.
Gorak is expecting his goods to be in Mirogana today.
This way!
You know how this works.
Good boy.
I was on the Tarkin's will before coming here. Got relocated the day before it crashed.
Hi there. They see us next. Find some cover, Nix. Waka, drop the cargo ramp. Let us in.
Us? Who's us?
Just open the ramp. Go, Nix. Oh no! There's a lot of troopers out here.
I get it. Just don't let them hurt the Trailblazer. I want to go.
Okay.
Ramps down. Get that cargo on board. Ramps down. Get that cargo on board. Hey, who's cargo?
Stay on tight.
Firing. Copy that. They're shooting at us.
Yes. Whew, that's it. We've lost them.
We did it. We did it. And who's this guy in the jar?
Bosnock.
Bosnock.
Spooling the hyperdrive.
Let's go. So, this is Kajimi, huh? Looks cold. And dark.
That's the least of our problems. The Ashiga clan's been running the underworld here for decades. But Crimson Dawn is looking to seize control.
Nix, put on a show. Here goes. Now let's see what we can find.
Crimson Dawn's playing with fire. There's no way the Yashiga will let them get away with this.
Okay, so if you're staying to the end of the video, it's to hear some of my overall thoughts and impressions on Star Wars Outlaws, at least from the perspective of the gameplay that I was given access to. What I will say is this is an early version of the game, so obviously there's going to be some bugs. Visuals might not be quite as crisp as they will be in the final version, things like that. If you've been around my channel for any length of time, we play a lot of early access games. So, you know, bugs and early releases and early versions of games shouldn't be something unknown to you. So it should be pretty common. And I was fine with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, it's expected as they're doing some play tests and kind of getting some feedback on the game itself. Things aren't going to be quite as polished and quite as fine-tuned, I guess, as the final version hopefully will be. So I'm probably not going to go super in-depth, and I'm sorry if you want me to just go into all the little tiny details of things. I'm just going to kind of give you my overall impressions and my overall thoughts on the game itself. I only had about, I think they gave us like 4 or 5 hours to play. And they kind of had us jump around they had us start on one planet, and then we got a little bit of experience with a different planet. We had a little bit of space combat, but not a ton. And obviously we were kind of just thrown into certain parts of the game. So as far as the story goes, it wasn't like a super straightforward, like this is what the story is kind of thing. And I think they did that on purpose. They don't want you to just know the entire story right away. Leave some room for discovery when the final game is released. So as far as the gameplay goes, I don't want this to come across as negative, because I do think the gameplay was fun. I do think it had some cool features, some cool moments. My only hesitation is that it's nothing we haven't seen before, if that makes sense. I mean, it's nothing super groundbreaking. Not that it necessarily has to be, but at the same time, obviously Star Wars, when you see Star Wars on something, you're kind of expecting to have the expectations heightened. I feel like you're almost waiting to have your mind blown kind of thing. Star Wars is such a big franchise, and it means so much to so many people, including myself, and you also have pretty high expectations no matter what it is, whether it's a TV show or a game or movie. The expectations are automatically increased because it has Star Wars on it. And I think the problem is, I think this game is going to be not underwhelming, maybe just whelming. I mean, it's not bad, but it's also not like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe they did this, or oh my gosh, this feature is so cool. In my mind, and I kind of had this expectation going in, it's kind of like the Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor type game, just with a slight tweak of the fact that you don't have a lightsaber, and that it's a little more focused on the syndicates and the crime underworld, which is cool. I actually thought that aspect of it was pretty cool. You can really upset one faction, one gang, while also building your morale and building your trust with another, and that can trigger certain things, and that can cause certain events to happen that can change your story based on who you favor, which I think was a pretty cool element of the game, and I thought that was a pretty cool feature. But as far as just pure gameplay mechanics go, it almost felt like you're playing like Battlefront 2, but also with a mix of the platforming from Jedi Fallen Order series, which is good, don't get me wrong, but like I said, it's nothing we haven't seen before. It's like a not quite as polished version of Uncharted, and I don't know, there's something missing, and I don't quite know what it is. So if I had to give you like an overall summary of my feelings, is that it's perfectly average. It's not gonna like blow your mind. At least, obviously I didn't play the whole game, didn't get the full experience, but from my experience, it's not gonna blow your mind. but it does have some features where you'll go, oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty sweet. Like the lock picking. I thought like the using the data spike and doing the lock picking, that was actually really cool. I liked how they did that. You know, we see it in the Star Wars movies all the time. We see the droids, you know, plugging in and doing the twisting and turning. You don't really know what's happening, but somehow they make things work. To be able to do it yourself, that was a pretty cool feature. The blaster gameplay, like I said, it feels like Battlefront 2, you know, which isn't a bad thing, but it's, you know, it's nothing like super crazy. The speeder was pretty cool. We didn't get a ton of experience with it. Didn't get to upgrade it a ton or add any crazy features. I do think it's a cool way to navigate, and it could potentially be a cooler feature depending on what upgrades you can get for it. Similar, like I said, similar to the Jedi Fallen Order series, you do have like a little companion. You have Nyx, your little creature friend who can get things for you or distract enemies. Similar to like BD1 in the Jedi Fallen Order series. And that was pretty cool. There were certain elements that were pretty clever. I think in one of my clips I have Nyx go and grab me a blaster and bring me back a blaster, and then I just take out some dudes with it, which was pretty sweet. And like you need Nyx to complete certain puzzle areas of the game, like you need Nyx to hold open a door while you disable the power, things like that. Just different elements where Nyx is required, and so it adds a different element to the game for sure. Definitely helps with some of the stealth stuff, but again, it's nothing, you know, I don't know, maybe I'm being too negative about that feature of it, but it almost just feels like a reskin of the whole BD1 thing. But that is a popular thing in Star Wars, you know, everyone's got their little companion, things like that. So it definitely is on theme, but when I first saw it, and I still kind of feel the same, I'm like, okay, well, why does everyone need a little companion on their back that can just ride along and do nifty things for them? I don't know, maybe I'm being too cynical about that. So I won't go super in depth. I just wanted to give some of my general impressions. Obviously, I only got a small fraction of the experience. Didn't experience the full game. The space combat was pretty fun. Again, nothing, you know, super groundbreaking. If you played the Battlefront 2 Starfighter modes, pretty similar features there. Light speed was pretty cool. I know people were pretty upset when Starfield came out, when you couldn't just directly fly your ship to and from planets like you can in like Star Citizen. This game does a similar thing where there is a cutscene. I think they actually did the cutscene pretty well in this game. You're not controlling it per se, but it does feel like you still have the UI up and stuff, so it does still feel pretty immersive when you're landing and taking off. But yeah, ship combat, didn't get a ton of it, but from what we did get, it was pretty fun. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to say, it's hard to make a super big judgment from the small pieces of an experience that I got. But overall, I would say I am cautiously optimistic. I think it could be really cool. I think it could be a pretty solid Star Wars game. I don't think it's going to break any records. You know, I don't think it's going to just blow anybody away. I think it's going to be a pretty standard, you know, that was pretty good. I think the general consensus will be that was pretty good, which feels, for a Star Wars game, it feels like I'm being mean. It feels kind of harsh, but that's kind of how I feel right now. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, a huge fan of Star Wars games. And so to not be, you know, just super ecstatic, it hurts. But at the same time, I want to be honest, and I don't want to just, you know, I don't want to say things that I don't truly mean. So I do think that it could be really good, but I also don't think that, from what I saw, I don't think there's anything that's just gonna, you know, make your jaw drop. So with that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm super interested to see your thoughts. Definitely leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree or disagree with me. I'm always open to having some conversations, and I'm always open to being proven wrong. So let me know what you think. Are you excited for Star Wars Outlaws? Are you even going to play it? Are you going to skip it? You know, let me know everything. So again, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. And as always, good hunting.